Now take a look at this man and understand that hunger is real in Nigeria. You know what he's doing? He's mopping up oil, red oil that is spilled on the road in order to have something to take back home to feed his family. Is this Nigerian that the politicians will tell not to protest hunger day? Nigerians are ready for protest. Viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again. This is still BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. I saw where Hope Uzodinma, that brought hopelessness to Imo State, he's saying that there is no need for the protest.
Well, democracy is about opinion of the people, and the protest is allowed in a democratic setting. But every protest must be reasonably conceived to be able to make political sense. I think it's too early at this time in the life of this government for anybody to come out to say he wants to protest. First of all, there have not been any engagement where those who are sponsoring the protest was able to tell us the reasons for the protest. Secondly, given the global situation today and the insecurity in the country, we have a very fragile political environment that, if not managed and protected very well, may collapse the entire country. So those who are going to protest, what is the reason for the protest? And if they have no reason for the protest, I think our advice, we meaning Nigerians, citizens of this country who are making sacrifices. Some of us have paid the supreme price for the existence of this country. We should guide our country very jealously. I think it is a wrong time for anybody to do any protest, because the implication of doing that, if care is not taken, is that it may be hijacked, like the NSAS experience, where criminals now hijacked and innocently conceived agitation by young Nigerians. So this is another kind of temptation that I think too, that those behind the protest, because they have not been able to come out openly to say they are behind it, there is something that is a motive that is yet to be unraveled. So I think that we are not in support of the protest. We are not going to support any protest that has no programs, that is not discussed, that nobody knows what the problems are. Okay, if you are protesting, what do you want government to do? Because the reason for protest is that they want an issue to be addressed. What are the issues? So in my view, I think there's no need to overheat the polity, overheat our environment, and put our people in a position that the hardship that is occasioned by economic recession all over the world is further worsened. So I advise against the protest.
Good. How do we expect otherwise to be said by this man? And I must tell him that they should not feel relaxed in the southeast because Igbo said they are not going to be part of the protest. Let them not relax as if to say the people will not come for them to account for their stewardship so far, for their leadership so far, for their governance so far. May they don't realize their goings, thinking that all is well. But I must tell him, in case he doesn't know, he's asking about the leaders of the protest. Now, the leaders of the protest are hunger in Nigeria. Hunger is one of the leading proponents of the protest. Hunger Day. Another one is insecurity. Insecurity is another leader of this protest. Yes, you are asking for leaders of the protest. These are the instigators of the protest. These are the sponsors of the protest. You want more of their names? Oh yes, we have a long list. But don't forget that the agapata of them all is bad governance. The bad governance we have experienced so far within the past 1 year in Nigeria is unprecedented. And he is the agapata of them all. He is the leader general of this protest. And that is the answer to Hope Uzodinma. They shouldn't panic much. They shouldn't panic much. They shouldn't start looking for people to arrest. Begin to arrest hunger. Begin to arrest insecurity. Begin to arrest corruption. Begin to arrest the impunity you are meting on Nigerian people in the name of governance. So that bad governor who is their Oga Pata Pata will be put to jail. That is what Nigerians want. And that is what will end the protest. Now let us remind Tinubu that he should not be afraid of protest, because he is the father of protest.
Those who could improve this situation for the good of all of us do not allow the opportunity to make things better for us. They make it better for themselves, for their comfort and their families. Cronyism is prevailing. Today, our rulers in Abuja and across some of their states, you know what they say to us when they remove subsidy and we say no. Hunger is increasing, they say, so what? Unemployment is a cause, they say, yes, we know. Why are the people hungry? Is that let them face death. That is what is in Abuja of today. The current way of governance make nation do the impossible. What it does, it makes poverty and the erosion of just society inevitable. We have gathered at this hour in this place to put an end to the national corruption and corruption. We have assembled here today to bring a new day and a new Nigeria to our people. Today, the Nigerian people are decent and hardworking people. They are equally long suffering. They tolerate for too long. Just because they are long suffering does not mean they should be forced to suffer until death comes. We, our people, we've had enough of excuses. Our people have had enough of having nothing. The current government's trademark is to throw empty words, all action at our problem, as if doing nothing will cause our troubles to live for sheer boredom. Unemployment increases. Industrialization, we have nothing. Refinery, nothing is working. Electricity, they lie. If this is the government of, if this is the government's idea of transformation, and we have none of it, we should not have any of it. Because before, we say the government of slow motion. Now, it is the government of no motion at all. If they want to stand still at the bus stop or train station and be stagnated without poverty, they have the right to do so. And we have a right to kick them out. Not enough that they are stealing from our children tomorrow for lack of investment in education. They are still embezzling the retirement benefit of hardworking Nigeria, including our grandfathers. They are stealing the port, the treasury, not even leaving some coins for us to war with. Let them be out. Out now.
Good. How can we forget? How can we forget that leadership is do as I do? He said that him be papa of Nigerians. We will be pickings for Nigerians are doing exactly as our mentor. Tinubu has become the mentor of Nigeria when it comes to protest. But unfortunately, our role model, our protest role model is telling Nigerians that he don't agree for protest anymore. Now, let me also remind them that they should not be afraid of the protesters, because this is exactly the bridge constructed by APC, which they rode to power. So they should not be afraid that Nigerians are exercising their democratic right and obligation. As a result of bad governance, they know that the decision they have taken had brought untold hardship in Nigeria and to Nigerians. How will you explain all this?
Now take a look at this man and understand that hunger is real in Nigeria. You know what he's doing? He's mopping up oil, red oil that is spilled on the road in order to have something to take back home to feed his family. Is this Nigerian that the politicians will tell not to protest hunger day? Nigerians are ready for protest.
Now, and people will now say that Nigerians should not protest. No, you are just joking. And I want to use this opportunity to also remind the IG of police that they have a duty to protect Nigerians and not a duty to protect politicians against this very protest that is upcoming. They shouldn't protect them. They should protect Nigerians. That is their constitutional role. And that is why taxpayers' money is used to pay them and maintain their services. They should not be afraid. They should not go out to arrest Nigerian protesters. They should arrest the leaders and instigators of the protest, which include hunger, insecurity, corruption, impunity, bad governance. These are the instigators of the protest. When the government people are telling Nigerians to tighten their seatbelt, they are opening up their belly to swallow up the very mega economic remnants or whatever thing that is remaining. They go and borrow and swallow them all up. These are the instigators and sponsors of the protest. They should go and arrest it, and not Nigerian people. Nigerians are protesting bad governance. Why should they be afraid of it? Why should they? So that is all I can say for now. What is your take on it? Drop it on the comment section. I'm signing out. Bye-bye for now.